guys, it's the Walking Zero Dead here, king of the anime and manga boxes and a lover of all things geeky here on YouTube. So today's video will be an unboxing as well as a first impression of Naoki Urasawa's Master Keaton. Now this is actually a collaboration manga where Naoki Urasawa actually did most of like the artwork, but there is a part 2 called Master Keaton Reborn, which is set 20 years after the end of the series, where Naoki Urasawa actually wrote the whole storyline and did all the artwork himself. So yeah, I'm a massive Naoki Urasawa fanboy. I love Monster, 20th Century Boys, Pluto, Billy Bat, all the awesome stuff. He is the master of suspense and like thrillers. So if you don't know the basic plot for Master Keaton, it's about Hitachi Keaton, who's half English, half Japanese, and he really is like a jack of all trades, but he works for Lloyd's of London as an insurance agent, and he goes out on like adventures all around the world, looking for like lost jewelry or like insurance claims, all sort of like random stuff like that. But it's a really great story, so hopefully you enjoy the unboxing, guys. So guys, let's unbox some Naoki Urasawa greatness. Here we go. So this is actually bigger than I thought, but here, here's the front cover. I really like it. You've got like gold foil here, and then you've got a map of the world, and you can see it. I can see it in the camera, like you can see it shine over the map, and you can actually feel the map of the world. There he is, Master Keaton himself. On the back, we've got more map of the world. You can feel it. It feels really cool. Yeah, but this is fairly big. I'm going to compare it to that's a perfect edition of Monster, and pretty much the same size. Not as thick as a perfect edition of Monster, but it's still bigger than a Pluto or a 20th Century Boys volume. So it's fairly big. So let's have a look at the artwork straight away. Look at that beautiful Naoki Urasawa facial expressions. He's great with the eyes and like the mouth, telling like emotion through his artwork. He's brilliant at it. Oh, that is it. Look at that. I think Naoki Urasawa is quite underrated for his artwork, but look at the grass and the weeds growing in that like grease, like pillars, like archway. It looks really cool. I like that. But yeah, this manga will adapt, I think, about 4 storylines, maybe 5 storylines in this, and from what I've been reading, the anime is like a real good adaptation of the manga. Actually, I've been watching the anime over the last couple of weeks, and I've really been enjoying it. So I was looking forward to the manga coming out. But yeah, I'm going to just show you a couple of the panels, some of the artwork. It's really good. Looks a little bit like Johan with black hair there. But as Keaton, yeah. So a quick little look at the artwork of Master Keaton. So my first impressions of Master Keaton, the character himself, Keaton, he's a jack of all trades, and he's sort of like a master of life. He's ex-SAS, he's a historian, a lecturer, an insurance agent, he's an archaeologist, but as a person himself, he's very humble, he's a good-hearted, intelligent gentleman. For me, I've always thought as Keaton as, he's like a humble Indiana Jones, but he's got the intelligence of Sherlock Holmes. He's sort of like a combination character of that, but he also comes across as a bit of a goofy buffoon sort of character, but really he's sort of he's waiting in the background to make his move. And I always remember Jackie Chan in Rush Hour saying something like Chris Tucker, but Chris Tucker's going, you don't ever speak, and he goes, yeah, but really I don't speak because I'm listening to how much shit other people say, so I know how much shit they actually talk. You know what I mean? He's like a guy that, he makes other people drop his guard so that he can make his move, and you're like, bam, there's the brilliance of Keaton. And this jack of all trades really sort of reflects on the story of the manga itself as well, because one story can be like a crime mystery, one can be more action orientated, and one of them can really be like a slice of life on Keaton's life and his whole family life with his daughter and his father. So it's really cool, and it also applies to all the different locations. So we get to go to Europe, we get to go to Scotland, the rice paddies of Japan. So he really travels all over the world. So this series it's a real mishmash of everything, and it all sort of comes together, and it kind of reminds me of Cowboy Bebop, where it blends lots of multiple different genres, but it just sort of works, and it's great. Now the stories in this manga, I think there's about 4 or 5. The strongest in my opinion has to be the last story in this volume, where Keaton He's like pit against a former SAS like acquaintance, and the story's about like drug dealers and like prostitution. And that was a real great, strong story. I don't want to go into too much, because I want you guys out there to go check it out. My other favourite story is the story where Keaton meets the old lady on the train, and I really love the themes of like sacrifice and the sacrifices that that woman went through throughout her entire life. I don't want to go into too much detail there, but yeah, the stories really focus more on, you know, the small details of how Keaton like resolves situations, and it's never done through like action and fights and gunfights and all that sort of stuff. It's always done through Keaton's like intelligence, and that makes it really different. And I really enjoy this character, and I really like the character of Master Keaton, Hitachi Keaton. He's such a humble, good-hearted character, and he's a real like inspiring character. He's really good. I really enjoy him. So in the comments section down below, guys, I want to know your thoughts on Master Keaton the manga. I also want to know what you think of the character himself, and are you going to check out the manga? You know, if you are a fan of Naoki Urasawa, I highly recommend it. So please subscribe if you enjoyed the video, give it the old thumbs up, guys, and may the sun never set on the British anime empire.